Not okay. Not okay, Hunter.
Yay! Waking up to my dog destroying everything. These are all clean. So I need a new laundry basket. Luckily, none of the clothes were destroyed. He destroyed a bunch of cardboard that our little basement apartment houses.
Absolutely bit through a pair of my socks. At least one pair.
Clothes are folded, and I lied. He definitely destroyed one of my shirts. Bye-bye, comfy shirt. I haven't even looked in a mirror today. Woke up to a crazy mess and just started cleaning. And Hunter's outside acting like a wild man. I think that's just about everything. Hi, wild man. Mr. Pig? No, leave it inside, Hunter. No, leave the pig inside. Now I'm gonna go pee for the first time and brush my teeth. Yay. It's about 8 p.m. It is daytime, as you can see, and we're about to go to Walmart. It's like 8 a.m. or something. I don't know time anymore because I'm nocturnal and the rest of the world operates on business hours. Far as I know, it could have been like 3 days already. Anyways, it's like 8 a.m. We're going to Walmart and we're gonna get a new laundry basket among all of the other things that we need. Hunter is going to come with us so that when he grows up and is a big adult puppy and goes and gets a job and has to buy things for his own house and his own family and kids, he's gonna realize how important it is to take care of the things that you have so that you don't have to continually buy things over and over. It might not be that expensive, but all of the things that dogs destroy adds up over time. So, no, honestly, we're just taking him out because he needs to let out all of the energy, the psycho energy. Light turns on, motion sensor. What was I saying? He needs to go to Walmart with us and go out and do whatever and go for a walk and blah blah blah, so that he can get out all of the psycho puppy energy that made him go on a little rampage, you know, in the first place. Looking cute for Walmart. Hey bud, ready to go on an adventure? Adventure! My camera battery is about to die. But yeah, he's got to be better about, you know, being in the house and not destroying things. Hunter, what are you doing? Buddy, come downstairs. We're not doing that. Ready for the world of Wally? The Wally world of Walmart? The people of Walmart? Are you ready for the dogs of Walmart? You are so cute. These masks are so hot to wear. You get some of that crazy energy out, buddy? I mean, you obviously did.
We had to replace this because of you.
Hope you learned a lesson for your future family when you get a job. Good talk. Waking up to finding your belongings and possessions, you know, destroyed or at least thrown all over the place is frustrating. Having to replace stuff is frustrating. You know, that laundry basket that we got was really only like $7 or whatever at Walmart. So it's not that big of a deal, but it could have been anything, you know. I had this one dog that was a pit German Shepherd mix, and she destroyed like $150 Sony headphones. I think Hunter actually destroyed like 2 Galaxy cables. So, you know, it can add up, it can get worse. But ultimately, it's important to understand why your dog is doing what he or she is doing, and to try and be patient, especially when they're puppies. There are lots of reasons for why your dog is destroying your property. It could be just bad behavior, anxiety, maybe they need to be crated at night. The list goes on. With Hunter specifically, he is crate trained. We've got to the point where he really doesn't need to be in a crate overnight and does so much better, you know, being with us. He sleeps by the bed, and honestly, waking up to something like that, like we did, is rare. It usually does not happen. And he's pretty good. So it's always kind of surprising when that happens. It's also kind of just inevitable because children are, I wanted to say psychos, but that's not the right word. I guess destructive. They misplace their energy and it can cause them to have kind of like a tantrum, if you will. On that note, it's important not to anthropomorphize your dog. Being aware of your dog's needs can go a long, long way to preventing your things from being destroyed, because it's not that he's a bad dog by any means. It's that he is incredibly frustrated because he needed to go out. He really, really needed to go out. When we got up and finally let him out after all of that, he raced over to one side of the yard where it's like his pee spot, and he peed, and it was very, very long. It was a long pee. And then he races over to the other side where it's his poop spot, and, immediately had to go. So by being able to understand that, you can help prevent it in the future. And I don't know why I'm saying you. This is, about Hunter specifically. But by understanding that, we can help prevent it in the future. There are a couple things that are important when owning dogs. And a schedule is probably one of the most important things that you can have for your dog. They need their purpose, they need a routine. And, our lifestyle lacks routine. Our routine is not having a routine. On the one hand, dogs need structure. It can't be too strict and it can't be too lax. Just structure in general. Structure is very, very important. Our schedule is so weird that sometimes, we're going to sleep at 10 a.m. Sometimes we're going to sleep and it's 6 p.m. Sometimes we're going to sleep and it's midnight. More often than not, we're awake in the evening, but because of business hours and the way that the world operates, if we have any kind of appointments or any kind of errands to run, anything, we gotta stay up and go do that. So our schedule gets really wonky. It's almost, I call it self-induced jet lag. Ultimately, I think that he was letting out his frustration not because he was angry that we weren't awake. That is anthropomorphizing your dog and taking a human emotion and essentially projecting that onto your dog. He's not angry that we're sleeping. He is frustrated because he has to go out. And those are very, very different. I think that's why he let his aggression out. Dogs destroying things is normal. It's just part of having a dog or a child. I guess just being aware that structure is incredibly important. And if your lifestyle lacks certain kind of structure, to be aware that it is going to impact your dog in some way. On the one hand, if you have too much structure and it's too strict, it can be really bad for your dog because they become so dependent on this structure that if anything goes wrong, and Murphy's Law stuff will go wrong, can and will go wrong. Wait, Murphy's Law. Anything that can go wrong will go wrong. It's true. I mean, COVID. What the hell is that? He was in a car for like 5 days, more than that. For like a week we were in a hotel while we packed up our place, and then he was in a car for like 5 days and multiple different hotels every night. You can't have too strict of a schedule because it's gonna cause anxiety issues in your dog if the schedule has to change, but at the same time it can't be too lax because your dog is gonna get to the point where is my next meal coming from? So ultimately, I think I just wanted to share that experience. It's kind of just like a daily. He really doesn't destroy stuff a lot, but if our schedule gets too weird, sometimes it happens. Just a little note about our day-to-day life and our world with our child, with our sweet puppy Akita. who is on the floor right there, taking a little Akita nap. I'm gonna edit I can't say that on YouTube. Scheisse. I guess I can't say it in other languages either. The crap out of this because it's rambly, but I do think that all of these points are really important, and yeah. Hunter, speak. Good speak. Good boy. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to Rat City. Please subscribe and please feel free to comment. Hi guys, one quick note. I went to go take my makeup off and was thinking about what I said during this video and editing and what I was gonna do for future videos and blah blah blah, and then I realized that I didn't make this point that I wanted to make, and I feel like it's really important. So this is really like me to do this, but I'm gonna do it anyway. When Hunter is destroying things, it's really important, well, I think it's really important that we intercept that as he's doing it so that he can associate what he's doing with the fact that we think it's bad and we don't want him to do it. So there has to be that association there so he can make that connection. It's the same thing with positive reinforcement, you know, if a dog obeys a command and they do what you want them to do, then you have to give them the treat right away so that they know they get a treat because they're being good and they're doing what you want them to do. But if you give them the treat with too much time in between, like a minute or two, then they've done what you wanted them to do and then they are like just happenstance getting a treat from you. They've got to be able to make that connection. So waking up in the morning to a mess like that, we're not able to tell Hunter no. We're telling him after the fact and like picking up something and being like, no. He's an incredibly smart dog, so he's probably able to understand some of that, but it's always better if we catch him chewing on cardboard or our shoes or whatever, doing things he's not supposed to be doing, eating hay in front of the rat cage, which I actually need to go vacuum up. Anyway, it's really good to be able to intercept that so he can make the association. That's all I wanted to say. Bye again.